What is up, my friends? Today we're going to try and do some recording for the new Minecraft 1.18 that just came out. We'll be playing on this server with Jacky339, and I'm going to try not to do a whole lot of monologuing and just move on as fast as we can through the beginning of this so that we can at least try and find a place to stay today. So let's get this loaded up. So we're all loaded up now, and it looks like we've spawned on an island in the middle of the ocean, would be my guess. Got a zombie already, so that's never a good thing. Looks like there's a dolphin in the water. That might help us get out of here a little faster once we go ahead and get ourselves a boat, or at least a crafting table and some wood. My goal for today is to get over to a main island and at least try and find a village. A village would be nice to start off with, especially one with wheat in it. We could use the village to kind of just get started, get some emeralds, maybe even upgrade a couple villagers and get some food. So I'm going to cut down a few trees and then I'll be back in a moment. So like I said, we're playing this with another friend of mine. His name is Jacky339. He's a Twitch streamer. If you want to see him, you can look him up on Twitch at, I'm not exactly sure how to show you what his streaming is, because I don't do a whole lot of stuff on Twitch, but you can find him on Twitch by looking up Jacky339. He does a lot of Apex Legends and a little bit of Minecraft. Sometimes he even records and posts to YouTube, so you can find him on YouTube as well. So I got a boat here. We're just going to try and get out of here. Not really a whole lot here on this island that's worth anything anyway, so let's see if we can find another island close by that might have some sort of biome that would be good for a home. I'd like to see if we can find ourselves a lush cave or a dripstone cave, just so that, you know, we could do a couple of the underground builds that I've kind of had planned for a little while. Ooh, sugarcane, let's grab that real quick. We got a little island off here to the left. Maybe we'll be able to find a lush cave on the island. We'll see once I grab this sugarcane. Then we'll do a little bit of exploring. I'll be back if I see anything that you guys might like. So I've done just a little bit of traversing, not a whole lot. It's only been about, I don't know, 5 minutes since the last recording. We've got the river right here. We came in from just over that way, so there is a inlet to the river right here from where we were coming in at. I went ahead and grabbed my boat and killed some cows, but over here I found a nice little ravine looking thing. I haven't really walked up to it yet, and I'm really curious about how the cave gen is working so far in this in this game. Sorry, I'm used to playing mods. Yeah, this is quite interesting. I'm super excited to try and build in a cave like this. This particular one is not one that I'm really looking for. It'd be nice to find like a lush cave biome or something. The glow like in there is pretty awesome, so that'll be nice. At least we know where that is if we decide we want to come find some glow lichen. But for right now, I'm just gonna keep looking around and see if we can find maybe a lush cave. I don't know if any of you guys know, but you can find lush caves by looking at the trees above them. Normally you'll find yourself a azalea tree above where a lush cave will spawn, and the easiest way to locate them is to just dig down right at the roots of where you would find the azalea tree. They have azalea leaves on them with the pink flowers. They're not too hard to find. They really stick out, and they always have rooted dirt underneath them. This information that I've gathered has actually come from Cubfan video, so if you want to know a little bit more about what the 1.18 update has to offer, go check out Cubfan's video or Exumavoid's video and see if anything in the 1.18 update that you didn't know was put into one of their videos for you to find out about. Found ourselves a little bit of sheep here. Now, it's not much, and unfortunately I haven't gone mining for shears, but I'm going to go ahead and take these guys out because it will cause me to get some food and some wool, and I'll be able to make a bed. I haven't really done any tree mining, as you can tell. It hasn't really been top priority. As I said, my first and foremost priority right now will be to go and see if I can find myself some a village of some kind somewhere that will help me to get started a little easier with some bread and maybe some hay bales of some kind, possibly even some emeralds. Get some trading done early. I should note that this is a server, and I am not opted on the server, so I'm not a admin of any kind. You can tell if I try to do game mode. Oops. Game mode creative. I cannot, because I'm not opted on this server. I can't cheat any items in, and I can't go into creative mode for any reason whatsoever. So the only way I'll be going into creative mode is if somehow, some way I end up needing to fix a problem on the server, maybe a messed up chunk load, or if somebody glitches into something that they shouldn't be. This server will be with me and Jacky339, so we'll see how things go. Hopefully I won't have to worry about opting in, and I can continue to be in survival mode and not creative mode, and play this as legit as possible. I wanted you guys to see that this is not... Oh, look, a village. ADHD moment. Let's see if we can get over here and find some stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I want to play this as legit as possible with no real cheating of any kind, even for just building. We want to gather all of our materials ourselves and explore the best we can. So I'll come back in a minute once I've broken up some of these bales and got myself some food, and then we'll do some exploring. So I've just broken up these hay bales, got myself some bread, and cut down just a couple logs here. I'll come back to finish off cutting this tree in just a moment. I don't really like leaving trees undone. We got some watermelons, but I haven't checked out any of these houses, so we're going to do that together. We're going to look through a few of these houses and see what we come up with. We have a chest in here. Oh, look at this. Got some apples. That's always good. So used to playing on modded Minecraft packs, so keep trying to like drag my mouse, click everything into my inventory, and all those things that you could do on a modded Minecraft pack and not can't do on this one. We got another chest here. Looks like we got some bread and emerald, so that's good. Maybe we'll get to do some trading here shortly. Looks like the sun's going down, so let's check in here. Got another one, just a little bit of bread. Ooh, I hear villagers. Let's see, we got a bed right here. I think I'm going to kick this guy out of the bed and use it to sleep. It's definitely quite an interesting village. Let's see if we can check a couple more houses, and then I will let you go from it. This farm spawned inside this house. That is quite interesting. Got ourselves some seeds. Ooh, barrels. What do these have? Nothing? Barrels are good for building and for a few other different things that we can use them for. We got a what will look like to be a cleric somewhere nearby. Another farm spawning inside of a house. That must be a new issue that we're having with 1.18, so we'll look into that a little later. Got a few more hay bales. Looks like we got a couple more houses. I don't know that there's a whole lot more that I should be needing to show you guys. Ooh, gold nuggets and more emeralds. So what I'll do is I'll gather up all the resources I can gather, and then we'll come back. On a side note, right after I got done recording, I found this weaponsmith, and he's got an axe, so I will probably use that to cut some things. Yay! Alright guys, I'm back. We've looked through everywhere that we could in the village. We found a couple brewing stands. I did take one. We did find a blast furnace as well as a lot of melons, a lot of hay bales, and we grabbed ourselves a bed so we wouldn't have to worry about making one. We do have some extra wool just in case we do need to make another one, and we did find a compass and some paper, so we might be able to make ourselves a bit of a map once we find a place to stay. But We have a couple choices right now. We can continue looking for our lush cave biome, which is always going to be a fun time, just walking around exploring, seeing what we can find. I'm not used to not having journey map, so hopefully I don't get lost on the way back to spawn while I'm trying to find Jacky once he finally joins the server. It might take him some time. I think he's currently streaming Minecraft on a different server, but I believe it's called Questcraft. Some of you may have heard of it, some of you may have not. But the other option is we can abandon our quest for... Wow, those are loud. I'm going to have to do something about that. We can abandon our quest for a lush cave biome at this moment and maybe see if we can find ourselves a shipwreck under the water. If we do find a shipwreck, we can find ourselves some moss and a buried treasure map, which will lead us to a treasure where we can get ourselves some early diamonds. I think that may be another option as well. Maybe we'll come check over here where these green trees are and see if we can find any lush cave trees over here, some azaleas, and then if we can't find anything over here for that, then we may move on to going out into the ocean in a boat and trying to find ourselves some shipwrecks, get ourselves some early diamonds through buried treasure. Alright, be back in a minute. Well guys, I am back, and I've done just a little bit of walking around, not a whole lot. We started over there, kind of walked up here, and just kind of moved over to this area on top of the mountain. And over here we found what looks to be a massive mountainous biome. So I think what we'll do is we'll lay down here for a minute and try and, you know, just keep mobs from spawning for the first little bit, and then we will kind of walk over there and see what that is. And maybe, I think we can find lush caves a little easier on mountain biomes, so we'll have to see once we get over there. Hey guys, so I traveled back over there to that mountain that we were talking about in the last segment, and I really wasn't paying all that much attention because right over there is where we spawned. This is the first mountain that we've seen. In fact, I walked over there and noticed I had a crafting table still sitting there from the first time I crafted. So as cool as this place may look, it's still not what we're looking for. So we're going to try and head off this way through this plains biome and see if we see any azalea trees or even just another mountainous range. I mean, if we have to just set up on a mountainous range for starters, I wouldn't be against that, as long as it just wasn't a bland mountainous range. It would be cool to see a peak biome of some kind. I'm not sure that I would really want to live up on the peaks, but just to kind of see it would be nice and see what and how things go. I'm gonna kind of change some block breaking settings here. Let's see, we got the master volume down. Let's just kind of turn down environment, and I think blocks is what block breaking is. So we'll take that down a bit. I've got the music off, and let's just see what we find. I've got my bed here, and if we need to sleep, we will. But try not to sleep too much. We'll just go see if we can find anything as of... Hey, that's kind of cool. I knew you could do this. I just, for some reason, didn't click that you're able to clip through water and see a bit more clearly. Anyway, we'll come back in a moment. Probably end up sleeping to get through this rainstorm. We'll find out. Alright. Hey guys, so I just found this like really cool, I wouldn't even call it a mountain biome, but it is kind of interesting, and so I'm hoping that somewhere around here we might be able to finally find ourselves some azaleas. I've been killing lots of cows to get some leather for later. It's probably one of the only mobs I've been killing, not so much for the meat, because we have the spread and the wheat, lots of hay bales to get ourselves some food. This is why, you know, in the beginning I told you that we need to find ourselves a nice... Ooh, is that a shipwreck on land? Strange. That's why I told you that we should head to the village. It's always a good way to get stocked up on food fairly early without having to worry too much about some of the more tedious tasks that you would normally do. Let's see what's down here. Chest. Dirt on top of it. Ooh. So I'm gonna just toss some of the wood and the plants in here that we don't need. Got our moss blocks, some carrots, some potatoes, some more wheat. Let's see. Blast protection. I don't really want Curse of Vanishing, even though it's not really that big of a curse. If you don't really have much on your armor, Curse of Vanishing is not too bad, because all it does is make it to where when you die, the boots don't drop on the ground, they just vanish. So let's get up and out of here and maybe check on the other side, see what we find over there, and I'll let you guys know if I find anything of real interest. So we didn't find much, but we did manage to get a little bit of lapis, some emeralds, some iron, and we found a buried treasure map, which will hopefully lead us to our first diamonds. It doesn't look like it's too entirely far away. Now there's a trick to these that will hopefully make it easier to find this chest, so we don't have to do a ton of digging. It looks like it's right over, yeah, it's right over here on this island, so let's go over here real quick and see. Is it further this way? Yeah, it's further. It's up here more. Dude, turtles. Everybody likes turtles. So let's just hop up over this direction, see if we can find it. Let's just see here. My hope is that it's more on land than in water, because I don't really have a shovel right now, and I don't really feel like making one, but getting a conduit pretty early on would be nice. Not that it'll be very possible for us, but we will try. Now, there's a couple different tricks you can use with this. The first one is that if you line yourself up to where you can only see the tip and nothing from behind, you might be able to find what you're looking for directly down here. The other trick, which is a little bit more technical, if I could remember how to open chunk borders. There it is. Yeah, see. Ta-da! So, if you're able to open your chunk borders, and if you find your spot in your chunk of 9-9, almost always, that is where your potion of water breathing, yay, we don't need this map anymore. If you find your chunk borders, and on the borders you find the spot 9-9, most of the time the chest will spawn directly underneath that spot, which is very useful information if you are having trouble locating a chest. That was actually information that I had found out through Chosen Architect. If you haven't heard of him or seen his channel, make sure to go check him out. But I think for now, that'll probably do it for today. I will probably just set up a small little hut right here in between episodes, and then we'll continue our search. After that, I want to set up just a small tiny hut, not going to be more than maybe 3x3 on the inside, and we'll put some chests in there to kind of guard our stuff. Since it's just me and Jackie, I'm not really worried about him stealing anything. I'm not sure when he'll be on, but hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you like seeing this content, feel free to subscribe and like this video, and leave a comment down below about where you would like to see me go from here. And my name is King Solivus, and I will see you guys later.